Hey guys, so today for Mobility Monday, I actually wanted to take you guys through kind of like a step-by-step process of how I help people with back pain. I'm going to use myself as the example because I actually hurt my back yesterday. So this is just some of the things that I have been doing the past couple days to help kind of minimize my pain. So first, when someone comes in and says that they have back pain, I normally try to break it down to if it's muscle, nerve, or bone. And you know that it's nerve pain if they use the description like numbness or tingling, or if it's shooting down. If you have pain in your back and it's shooting down into your legs and your feet, that's most likely nerve related or disc related. Muscle will normally be localized or it'll shoot upward, and then if it's rolled out, it's normally a bone, or it could be a sprain with a ligament. So the first thing I do with most people is, and this is just, if this works and they get immediate relief from this, I know it was just a tight muscle, the bone will shift a little bit, it's popped back into place, we're normally good to go. But you lay on your back, and this will help realign your hips. So you lay on your back, and I'm just going to give you a fast forwarded version. But so with one hand, you put your hand on your thigh, the other hand you want to grab on top, and you're doing a counter force. So you push up here, you push down with the other one for 5 seconds, and then relax, and then you switch. So I'm pushing down with my left, up with my right for 5 seconds, and then I switch. And I'm going to do this pattern for 3 sets on each side. Then when I'm done with that, I take a ball or a foam roller, you put it between your legs, and you try and squeeze the foam roller for 5 seconds. And most of the time, I'll get a pop with that. It's your pubic symphysis that's popping, and it's just like a little shift. It shouldn't hurt or anything, and sometimes just that will give people pain relief. Now after that, especially if they've been having back pain for a while, and a good key is like if they woke up and said, for some reason one of my hamstrings or one side of my groin is really tight, that's normally like a good indicator that their hips are off, so going through that should help. But just to help like relax the muscles around the bones, then I start to go into some mobility work. And first I use this ball. I use a medicine ball at the gym, a 10-pound med ball. You can use it like a deflated soccer ball or a volleyball, just something a little bit squishy. And you're gonna lay on it. So this one you wanna do for about 5 minutes. So you put it right on your stomach, lay down. It's pretty much right over my belly button. And the goal here is just to relax as much as you can and breathe into the ball. So when I inhale, I press my muscles into the ball. When I exhale, I just picture the ball kind of melting into my abdomen. A lot of people, this is very uncomfortable because the abdomen or the abdominal muscles are not muscles that get massaged a lot, so they're extremely tight. So I'm pretty patient with them. Like I said, we do it for about 5 minutes. And once I get them used to it, just holding it there, I'll kind of have them start searching around for tight spots. You can outline your rib cage where your diaphragm is. You can come down on the side and get more of your hip flexor, come down by the pelvic floor and end up on the other side. But like I said, we do that for about 5 minutes. The goal is to relax. Breathe into the stretch as much as you can. You want to get a deep inhale and then breathe it all out, okay? After that, we just kind of work around. If there's like an inner tube, we're just working around the tube. Next, I would grab a ball, softball. And with this one, you're gonna roll out the glutes. So you literally just sit on it, straighten that leg out, lean back on that hand, and we just roll around. And you're just kind of searching for any tight spots, any trigger points, any spot that makes you wanna like scream or hold your breath. That's what we're looking for. And if you ever get on a spot and you feel numbness or tingling going down your leg, you're on a nerve, so please move off to the side, either side. So I normally spend about 2 to 3 minutes on each glute. When we're done there, I lean over to the side, and your tensor fasciae lata is this, like if, stand this way, like right where the hip crease is, that's where that muscle sits, called your tensor fasciae lata, TFL for short. We're gonna work on that. So you put the ball right where your hip crease is, and you just rock side to side. This gets pretty tight on people. Normally if people have back pain, it's one of the muscles I look for. It's a muscle that gets overlooked a lot, but it's a muscle that's responsible for tightening up your hip flexors, and when your hip flexors are tight, it pulls on your low back. So when this gets loose, most, I would say 95% of the time they get back, or they get relief. So after spending about 2 minutes there, the last thing I do is address the back. So you just, where your spine is, you want to go on either side of your spine, put the ball there, and then you're just going to lay down and kind of just rock side to side. You can rock up and down. And again, I spend about 2 to 3 minutes here, and if they find a tight spot, I tell them to hang out on it until it goes down. You want to make sure that you can get a deep breath, like on any tight spot that you find. You want to be able to get a deep breath in and out until you move on to the next spot. After that, like, I just have them stand up, walk around, and I would say like probably 90% of the time, well actually 100% of the time, they get immediate relief. 90% of the time it completely goes away. Also with the foam roller, don't underestimate a foam roller. It's really simple, and it's a good way just to help like get the muscles to relax even more. And with that, just real quick, you can roll out your back, get your low back, kind of lean side to side, get your upper back. I get the glutes a lot, and so just leaning to the side on your butt, and then the other side, and then I'll roll off and get the thighs, like here. Then I'll spend a couple minutes with the foam roller at the beginning and at the end. So yeah, if you guys have back pain, if you know someone with back pain, which I'm pretty sure everyone does, please show them this video. Hopefully it might help them. You can like literally go to the store and get these balls. I use a softball and a lacrosse ball. You can go find like in the toy section and find balls that are soft enough. Like you don't want them to be, like the lacrosse balls are really hard, and if you're not used to rolling around on a ball, it's going to be pretty painful. So get one for your tolerance level. Yeah, and then just start loosening up the muscles. You will be amazed at the pain relief that you have in just 10 to 15 minutes.